good morning. Now we can discuss next concept in our second chapter, that is market supply. Market supply is the sum of, here sum means total, of quantity supplied by all producers in the market at a given price. Market supply is the total quantity supplied by all producers in the market at a given price. It is the sum total of all quantities of a commodity sold by all firms in the market at various price. For example, in the Karaikal, tomato seller is selling tomato 1 kg tomato at rupees 20 rupees. In the Kottucherry market, some seller selling tomato 1 kg tomato for 21 rupees. Or in Tirunellar, some seller selling 1 kg tomato at rupees 22. So if we add this total quantity supplied by all producers at Karaikal, at Kottucherry, at Tirunellar, we will get market supply. The horizontal summation of all individual supply schedule is the market supply schedule. If we add supplied at Karaikal, then at Kottucherry, then Tirunellar, we will get supply schedule. The market supply schedule is obtained by adding all quantities supplied by all producers of same product at different price in the market. That is market supply. Then next concept is elasticity of supply. We already learned from the school class elasticity. Price elasticity of supply is defined as degree of responsiveness of quantity supplied of a commodity with respect to change in its price. Elastic means degree of responsiveness. It is calculated by dividing percentage change in supply by the percentage change in price. That is, ES equal to percentage change in quantity supplied divided by percentage change in price. Then degree of price elasticity of supply. On the basis of change in quantity supplied, elasticity of supply is classified into 5 types. First one is perfectly elastic supply, that is represented as ES equal to infinite. This sign is infinite. When slight change in price leads to infinite change in supply is called perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic supply. In such case, supply curve will be parallel to x-axis. Perfectly elastic supply means when the small change in price, it leads to infinite change. Infinite means we cannot count. Infinite change in supply is called perfectly elastic supply. In such case, supply curve will be parallel to x-axis. Then next one is perfectly inelastic supply. Whatever be the change in price, the quantity supplied is unaffected, is called perfectly inelastic supply. In such case, the supply curve will be parallel to y-axis. The value of elasticity will be 0. Therefore, we can represent ES equal to 0. if any change in price does not affect quantity supply is called perfectly inelastic supply. In such a case, supply curve will be parallel to y-axis. Look into this diagram, that is supply curve is parallel to x-axis, that is perfectly elastic. In this diagram, supply curve is parallel to y-axis. So it is perfectly inelastic supply. Then third one is unitary elastic supply. If the percentage change in supply is equal to percentage change in price, that is called unitary elastic supply. In this case, the supply curve passes through the origin at a 45-degree angle. The value of elasticity is 1. Look into this diagram, first diagram. It is passes through from the origin point. Then high elastic supply. Fourth one is high elastic supply. When the percentage change in supply is more than the percentage change in price. Percentage change in supply is more than the percentage change in price is called high elasticity of supply. In such a case, the slope of supply curve will be less. The value of elasticity will be more than 1. In the case of unitary elasticity, value is 1. In the case of high elasticity of supply, value is greater than 1. The second diagram shows the high elasticity of supply. Then fifth case is inelastic supply or less elasticity of supply. If the percentage change in supply is less than the percentage change in price is called inelastic. Supply is less than the percentage change in price. In this case, slope of the supply curve will be high. The value of elasticity will be less than 1. In the case of high elastic, it was more than 1, but here value will be less than 1. Look into the diagram. The slope is not like as previous one. So we can conclude the elasticity in a table. First case is perfectly elastic, that is quantity and price change is greater than percentage change in price. Its curve is horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Second, perfectly inelastic, that is quantity change in quantity is 0, price is greater than 0. Its slope is vertical straight line. Then E is equal to 1, that is unitary elastic. Then high elastic, that is greater than 1. Then inelastic, that is less than 1. Then in the case of perfectly elastic, percentage change in quantity supplied is greater than the percentage change in price. In the case of 0, inelastic, perfectly inelastic, quantity change is not affected by the percentage change in price. In the case of unitary, that is 1, the percentage change in supply is equal to percentage change in price. In the case of high elastic, quantity supplied is greater than the percentage change in price. In the last case, quantity supplied is less than the percentage change in the price. Okay, these are the points related to elasticity of supply.